Long ago, there lived a beautiful and kind girl named Cinderella. She lived with her loving father after her mother passed away. Her father eventually decided to marry another woman, who had 2 daughters from a previous marriage. Over time, Cinderella's father passed away, and she was left living with her stepmother and stepsisters. Her stepmother treated her very harshly, making her do all the household chores. Despite everything, Cinderella always had a smile on her face and never complained. She believed in the power of inner beauty and kindness. One day, an invitation arrived from the palace. The prince was looking for a bride and had decided to hold a grand ball, inviting all the young women in the kingdom. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were thrilled and began preparing for the ball, but they didn't let Cinderella go. Sad but hopeful, Cinderella cried alone in the kitchen after they left. Suddenly, a kind fairy appeared. The fairy, knowing all of Cinderella's hardships, decided to help her. With a wave of her magic wand, the fairy turned Cinderella's rags into a beautiful silk and gold gown and transformed a mouse into a majestic horse and carriage. However, she warned Cinderella to return before midnight, for that was when the magic would end. When Cinderella arrived at the ball, everyone was in awe of her beauty and grace. Even the prince couldn't take his eyes off her. They danced together all night, and Cinderella felt a happiness she had never known before. But as the clock struck midnight, she remembered the fairy's warning and dashed out of the palace, leaving behind one of her glass slippers. The next day, the prince began searching for the girl who had left the slipper. He decided that the girl whose foot fit the slipper would be the one he danced with at the ball. When the prince arrived at Cinderella's house, the slipper didn't fit her stepsisters. Finally, Cinderella tried it on and it fit perfectly. Recognizing her, the prince asked for her hand in marriage. Cinderella accepted and lived a life of happiness with the prince. She never forgot the kindness and patience that led her to her beautiful life. Her stepmother and stepsisters learned valuable lessons about kindness and inner beauty. In the end, Cinderella taught everyone that love and kindness could overcome any obstacle, and that true happiness comes from a pure heart and perseverance.